Everyone, my name is Shaneria and this is Talking Crime. Welcome, welcome, welcome if you are new here. If you are returning, welcome family. How are you? Today we're going to get straight into this reaction video. But before we get started, don't forget to join the family if you're not subscribed. Subscribe, you guys. Let's go.
Story time on how I went on a date with a murderer. So if you know me, then you know I sell plates. I'm a chef. I cook every Sunday and sell plates. So I had these dudes that stayed in my neighborhood a few buildings down. They would get plates off me every single week. So this particular week, I guess their uncle was in town. So my assistant had brought their orders out and came back up and was like, hey, it's somebody that want to see if you got any additional food left. Go talk to them. Normally, I don't go down there to talk to people, but I'm like, okay, cool. So it was the dude uncle. He see me, and the first thing he said, he like, is you on the menu? You fine. Like a little comment like that. And I'm looking like, you cannot be for real right now. So he ended up placing the order and getting the food. And I ended up having to leave out to run to the store. As I'm running to the store, he stops and he was like, that food was good. Like, you can cook. I really want to get to know you. Sweetie, you're beautiful. You're this, that, and the third. And I really wasn't going for it. I was really brushing him off. Come back for part 2. Story time part 2 on how I went on a date with the murderer. When I give my plates out, I put business cards in a bag, and I guess he got my business number from the bag and texted me a picture of himself and was like, I really want to get to know you, sweetie, blah, 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 blah. So I'm still like curving him at this point. So the next day come, and I was going to look at my mailbox or whatever. So he outside, I guess on the balcony, he see me. He like, hey, sweetie, still trying to talk to me. He like, can I get a second of your time? Literally walks all the way down and comes and talks to me. He like, I really want to get to know you. Let's go get a drink. If you know me, you know I don't drink. Not really. So I'm like, I don't drink, but we can go get food. You feel me? One thing I'm real big on, y'all, is I don't get in people's cars. Like, if a dude want to come get me on the first date, that's a no-no. And I don't let people in my car. He was from out of town. I don't know if I said that. So I guess he was staying in a hotel, but he didn't drive. So he was like, okay, let me get in your car and we can go together. And I'm not thinking nothing of it because literally the place we was going was 4 minutes away from my house. I'm like, okay, cool. So we get to the place and we sit at the bar, and I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm trying to get to know him. I'm like, how old are you? Do you have kids? Have you been married? What do you do for work? I'm asking what you supposed to be asking. And he just kept saying, I'm just trying to spend some time with you. I'm only here for 2 more days. I want to get to know you. It's really like that. So I'm just looking at him like, what? So he ends up telling me I'm on parole. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. The fuck? But yeah, so he tells me, oh yeah, I'm on parole right now. I'm not even supposed to be here. I just did 10 years in prison. So I'm looking like, what you was in prison for? He said murder, supposedly. Fuck you mean supposedly? If you did the 10 years, nigga, ain't no supposedly.
Run, girl. And then he's saying like, I want to get to know you. Know me for 2 days? This meal over with. Basically, this meal is over with.
But then this man tells me that he got 5 kids. He work in real estate, flipping houses. So I asked him like, how old is your youngest? And he says 7. So I'm like, how the fuck he got a 7-year-old if he just did 10 years? The math is not mathing. So you're probably married and y'all was doing the visits, you feel me, while you was locked up. That's the only thing that's making sense. I ain't no dummy. I admitted, I'm like, fuck no, like this shit is take me the fuck home. So the whole time he kept trying to insinuate that I was coming back to his hotel with him, and I kept making it clear, no, I'm not. He kept trying to get me to drink, so I already see what the vibes was on. I'm like, yeah, fuck no. Then I think once he finally got to the point where he realized that it's not happening, I'm not going to your room, and I'm not drinking. So then he starts to get irritated, and I can tell he start getting mad, you feel me? But mind you, Buddy just did murder, so baby, I ain't trying to make it too mad. He started getting mad to the point where he want the check. So at this point, he's damn near yelling at the bartender. So I'm like, this cannot be for real. Like, I will really leave this man. I don't give a fuck. I end up texting my homegirl. I'm like, hey, call me in 20 minutes and act like it's an emergency. You know how us bitches do. Act like you need.
Call me in 30 seconds. Like, hell no.
me to come right now. But yeah, it's like his whole demeanor changed. So I low-key started getting scared. So one thing about me, baby, I watch crime stuff on a daily. I love crime stuff, and I did see every episode of Criminal Minds. You not gonna get me. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, but I keep that mask tool on me, baby. So if he really wanted to get down like that, we could. But I started playing along. So I started touching his leg. I'm like, oh, I actually might come back to the room with you. No, I'm lying like fuck. Leave, it's time to go. I'm gonna drop you back off at your nephew shit, and you feel me, I'm gonna go back to my shit and get it back. Mind you, I told my homegirl to call me, so Heaven called me right in time, like, where you at? I need you, it's an emergency. You feel me? I had her on speaker, so he
The scary part is he knew exactly where you lived at. That's the scary part.
on speaker so he could hear it. But we finally get back to my neighborhood. I drop him off at the building he was supposed to be at, and I start driving towards my building. Why the fuck do I see this man start walking towards my building? And I'm big on vibes and spirits. I can pick up when a vibe is not right. So I started to get scared. So I just sped the fuck off. I'm telling Heaven, like, girl, I'm finna come to your house because she stayed right down the street. So it took me like 3 minutes to get to her house. I get to her house, and this man is calling my phone back to back. So she pick up my phone and she like, stop calling her. And then we like blocked him. Mind y'all, I didn't even know this man first and last name. So what I ended up doing, I had his number. I put his number on Cash App. I found his first and last name, and I had to dig and find out like everything, because I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way. I found an article. He had got locked up literally 10 years ago for murder. And he definitely was not supposed to be in the state that he was in, because when you on parole, you can't leave the state. Well, let me stop lying. I don't know if you can, but I'm almost positive you can't. Yeah, he was just giving me psychopath vibes. Like, something in my spirit was telling me that man was crazy. And I'm so glad I'm very spiritual, because God was telling me, like, yeah, cut it. And he ended up following my business page like 2 weeks later, and he does in fact have a wife and all of them damn kids. And it was too many red flags, and I can't blame nobody but myself, because why would I go on a date with that man anyways? Like, you feel me? I just be doing shit, but I never do it again.
First of all, the man was hollering sweetie right then and there. You know he up to no goddamn good. That old man wanted to talk to you, and you young, and he probably have children your age. Heaven was definitely heavenly. Your friend helped you out a lot, honey. She encouraged you to block him. She also helped to pretend like something was happening. Like, you never know what his motive was. And I mean, he probably killed somebody, but who gives a hell the reason why he murdered somebody or possibly murdered somebody? But we do know he did 10 years, and he was getting irritated for no reason just because a woman didn't want to sleep with him the first night. Like, the exception, well, I don't say the exception, the thought of you thinking that you're going to feed a person and then get in their pants the same day, this is crazy. Every woman is not the same. Some women have morals. Like, who are you fooling? Straight red flags. Like, your friend Heaven helped you out, girl. Just take it as a blessing. And God protected you. He was throwing you signs, and you was reading the vibes. Smart move. Next time, just keep saying no. You guys, drop down in the comment section. What do you think about this story? This story was crazy as heck. Like, it was crazy. But let us know what you think in the comment section, you guys. Don't forget to like, join the family. Let me tell you how. Hit the subscribe button. You guys, I hope you have a lovely day. Peace.